Why do fighting characters get banned? Let's check out this video, guys. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's go. Let's go.
Game balance.
Game balance. Guys, I only know about one of the characters on this list. Only one.
What is happening?
This is I can't tell if it's Street Fighter or why is this guy so high ranked? The other guy's ranked 6,000. This guy's ranked 278,000.
It's hard.
Alright.
The more characters there are, the more variables you have to take into consideration, the easier.
Guys, I'd be so cool with the game having like 1,000 like characters you can play as. That'd be awesome.
it is to overpower a character.
Oh my god, I'm mad as hell and I'm not gonna take it anymore.
Bro, Bayonetta is cracked.
Fortunately, almost all games make
Wait, they have a dolphin? There's Street Fighter, there's Tekken. Like what? The dolphin?
today are tuned with
I like these character designs, man.
competition in mind. But that wasn't always the case. Sometimes there were characters that were simply too strong.
There he goes. Oh, he's doing it. He's saying pick someone else.
What the heck? That's rude. The guy's just like nodding his head, bro. Was it nodding or shaking? Which one's the one that's saying yes, bro?
Too weird.
Come on now.
Easy peasy
Don't flame him.
lemon squeeze.
He's trying to phase him out, bro. That's his main character.
Or too broken to ever be played in tournament.
I swear to god!
What's up with the DP?
Dude, low tier gotta always be raging. He's known as the guy that rages when they're playing a low tier character.
He's in neutral that ain't fucking yet.
I didn't win the previous round.
Meltdown incoming for sure, guys.
Holy sh!
So today, we're going to explore banned characters in fighting games.
Let's go. Let's go. You can make like a whole like 10-hour video about this, guys. Actually, no. Maybe not 10 hours, but
So what are some reasons that a character might get banned? The first is something we probably won't see again.
oh snap.
Console exclusive characters. Imagine pulling
Yeah, guys. Fighting games unlock a new rage for me when I'm trying to win because of their freaking ELO system, bro. It literally unlocks a rage for me.
up to your local to play some Mortal Kombat 9. You've been grinding it out on Xbox Live, practicing punishes, working on your mix-ups, and playing
The new Mortal Kombat does have some interesting characters, man.
every night. You get to your first round of pools, and what do you see in the character select screen?
Uh-oh.
Someone you've literally never seen before.
What the
Kratos,
heck?
who is only available on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita versions of the game.
What the heck? That's sad. Well, it makes sense. Well, then they should have some Xbox only fighters for that, man.
Obviously,
For Xbox, you know what I mean?
Xbox players facing off against a character they can't practice against is unfair.
Definitely, man. Kratos, guys.
And if a tournament was hosted on Xbox, it would be unfair the other way. The solution was to straight up ban Kratos. Thankfully, console exclusive
Guys, a lot less blood in that version of Mortal Kombat, right, guys? Look at that.
characters are more or less a thing of the past. Something devs used to do to hype up the release of their game
Bro, what? That is not Mega Man.
and attract a few more customers.
That is Mega Man in his, like, 40s or something, bro. What is going on?
Nowhere is this more apparent than the Soul Calibur series.
Oh, I didn't know they had a Mega Man in that game.
So let's start with the big one, Soul Calibur 2. For OG
That's literally like he's so small in the other games, and that's mega freaking adult. That's what he should be called, bro.
fighting game players, they may
Mega 40-year-old or something.
remember the game having an exclusive character for each series of consoles. For the Nintendo GameCube, Link. For the PlayStation, Heihachi from Tekken. And Xbox players received Spawn, as a part of the newly formed partnership with Todd McFarlane, the creator of the character and graphic novel.
On. I never heard of this.
Obviously, all three characters were banned. But there was one more issue with Soul Calibur 2's roster.
Wait, did they bring Link in that game? Hold on. Let me see.
Obviously,
They brought Link. Wait.
and graphic novel.
Yeah, they actually brought Link. What the heck?
Obviously, all three characters were banned.
Eh,
But there was one more issue with Soul Calibur 2's roster. Necrid, a new character designed by
Reminds me of that the Hulk or whatever his name is.
McFarlane, who was unavailable on the arcade version of SC2, which was released nearly a year before the home console
Man, Street Fighter has an arcade version. This game has an arcade version. What else has an arcade version? Why do they even call it that?
version. With
There ain't no arcades that be having these games, right, guys? Is there? Maybe there is.
tournaments back in 2002 still being
If there is, that's kind of cool.
played on these archaic machines, Necrid was banned for the sake of competitive integrity. 6 years later, Soul Calibur 4 released, adding 3 more characters to the ban list. Of the 3, 2 were for the exact same reason: Yoda and Darth Vader, who were released for the
snap.
Xbox and PlayStation respectively,
What's up, free to play? No more PKing, not right now.
were not
I get a new laptop in like 5 days. We'll do a PK stream. I might stream it on YouTube. I might. But yeah, not yet.
tournament legal.
I'm getting a new laptop delivered. I ordered it on Friday. It was my payday.
But the third
Once I get the new laptop, I'll be able to game without lag.
character, well, we'll get to them later. Nowadays, console exclusive content is liable to get your company cancelled, so we don't have to worry about this problem anymore. So what other reasons might characters be banned? The next group can be categorized as hidden characters or boss characters. These characters are typically unlocked either by straightforward means, such as beating the game's arcade
Bro, those are huge characters, bro. Why does the fighting game I play have freaking boss characters, bro? That'd be cool.
mode, or by inputting a button sequence to unlock them.
Oh,
These
snap.
types of characters were supposed to replicate difficult bosses from the game's story mode, and were certainly not made with competitive play in mind. The most famous example is Akuma from Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. To put it simply, this character was f***ed up. In order to pick Akuma in the game, you had to hover over Ryu or Ken for 3 seconds, then T-Hawk, Guile, Cammy, and finally back to Ryu or Ken,
Man, they're making... Man, imagine trying to find if anyone found this out without looking at the game's code. Probably not, right?
followed by pressing start
Or probably the devs just let everybody know.
and all 3 punch buttons simultaneously.
Nobody
If
gonna
done
do
correctly,
that.
players would earn access to Akuma, by far the best character in the game. Akuma is basically Ryu and Ken on steroids. He had way more damage, a flaming fireball that went through other fireballs and could guarantee knockdowns with the heavy version, an insanely fast teleport, an air fireball that straight up invalidates anti-fireball options like Zangief's
Dang, bro, they call it a boss character, man.
lariat,
Yeah, I play. I'm getting a new laptop in 5 days. We'll play it when I get my new laptop, brother.
the ability to combo off of basically anything, and much more. Although Akuma would appear as a hidden character in future Street Fighter games, his Super Street Fighter 2
Dude, my friend's favorite game is Street Fighter 4, and Akuma is a pretty strong. He's like A tier or something.
Turbo iteration was by far the strongest, rightfully earning him a ban for the entire competitive lifecycle
Of course, if he's a freaking hidden boss character, it's not hidden or boss. It's just like hidden and boss character because they're just too strong.
of the game.
But it's cool that that they actually make something like this. They don't do it that often now, no more.
For another
At least it's
example of an OP boss character,
that'd be cool if they did it with Street Fighter 6.
let's head
Yeah, much appreciated, brother.
over to the realm of anime fighters.
Anime.
Guilty
Oh, shit.
Gear Accent Core Plus. The character? Justice.
Whoa!
Justice is a boss character that was made playable on the console version of the game. Much like Akuma, she was fucked up. Insanely fast, great combo game, all the tools to rush you down or zone you out. This character simply broke the competitive meta, and was unsurprisingly banned.
Dang, look at it. Look at him. He just keeps doing attack after attack.
Luckily for Justice enjoyers, with the release of Accent Core Plus R, Justice was tuned and balanced. Aside from nerfs to her frame data and damage, her mobility was gutted, and she had her ground dash, triple jump, and triple air dash taken away.
They're like, yeah, let's release a really strong character for the first part, and then we'll follow what this other game's doing, and then just nerf it, and then add it as a permanent character later on.
Making her a much slower character. While Justice was still powerful and hit like a truck, she was balanced enough to be allowed back into competitive play. Okay, so we've talked about console exclusives.
Pac-Man, what the?
Now, let's
Pac-Man is a machine, bro. He's a machine that.
talk about the main reason that characters get banned. They're just too damn strong. Remember how I mentioned
Alright. Let's see the overpowered ones.
that Soul Calibur 4
Justice was overpowered. Okuma was overpowered.
had 3 banned characters, while the final one was Hilda. On paper, Hilda looks pretty balanced. Sure, she's got a long range, but she's also slow and unwieldy in close
Bro,
quarters.
she got a couple weapons.
However,
2 swords, one for the...
she has what is known as a Doom combo, which guarantees a ring out off of 1 confirm, something no other character really has.
Hildy is such a strong character, you always have to give it to the player playing her. It's not a Hildy match. And there's the ring out.
Just like that. Just like that.
Bro, looks like she's taunting right there as well, bro. Nah, man, ban Hilda, ban Hilda.
You hear the boos.
With ring outs being a guaranteed round win in Soul Calibur, Hilda was quickly banned from most tournaments. In
She fell in their water as well. What the?
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Heritage for the Future, there are 2 universally banned characters, Kakyoin and Pet Shop. Pet Shop is an inherently strong character. He has insane damage output, excellent movement
Bro, it's just a bird? He's fighting. It's just a bird, brother.
options, and an unblockable setup with his icicles.
Oh, that's cool.
But none of these are really ban
Yo, I like watching fighting game characters, man.
worthy. No, the main
Look
issue
at
with
it.
Pet Shop is the fact that he's a bird who flies. He's a flying bird. He prefers the air. He literally doesn't touch the ground, meaning
Dang, bro.
that he is
You can't hit him with like a low kick or nothing.
immune to low attacks, invalidating many
Bro, he's
characters
got
on the
magic
roster.
and everything. That's cool.
So far, all the characters we've mentioned have one thing in common. Aside from the fact that they're insanely broken, they're all from older games that aren't going to get patched anytime.
Whoa, he's
Soon.
just like teleporting in the ground and stuff, guys.
With modern fighting
God.
games receiving frequent balance patches, character bans these days are rare, but they do
Yeah, they be doing that now, thankfully.
still in fact happen. Here are a few examples from the last 3 years alone.
Alright.
Dragon Ball FighterZ is a game with a long list of overpowered characters. However, only
Yeah, most games, whenever you lose, the other character's way too overpowered, right, guys?
one has ever been officially banned. Labcoat Android 21.
Whoa.
Labcoat 21 is in a tier of her own due to remove Photon Pulse, a grab that buffs Labcoat's damage by 21% while nerfing the enemies by 21% permanently for the rest of the match.
No, that's too overpowered, bro.
Although the move itself is hard to land, it was actually possible to combo into the super, which was just busted. At Combo Breaker 2022, she was the most used character by a wide margin in top
Look at all.
48, with 33 teams running the character. In comparison,
Sheesh.
the next most used character was Vegito, with 14 players using him.
Vegito? I didn't know there was a spin-off of Vegeta.
By the time top 8
It said Vegito.
rolled around, only a single player remained that didn't have Labcoat in their team comp. Following Combo Breaker, CEO announced that the character would be banned from their tournament taking place the following month. Thankfully,
Android 21, that version of Android isn't out.
this ban was short-lived after a balance patch went live and Labcoat 21 received several nerfs, including taking away her ability to combo into Photon Pulse. While there's still a common pick, they're nowhere near as meta-defining as at Combo Breaker.
That's that's the new meta, just to nerf it instead of waiting for the next game.
Next, we're going to talk about Tekken 7. You
Tekken
knew this was
7?
coming. Tekken
I didn't know Akuma was in Tekken and Street Fighter. What the?
7 has had its fair share of overpowered characters like Akuma and Geese, but the Season 3 DLC roster brought in some real bullshit. Leroy Smith and Fakumram.
What the heck?
Let's start with Leroy. Like the other characters we've mentioned already, Leroy had it all. Strong base tools, ease of use, and insanely high damage output with little to no risk.
You think they make these overpowered characters knowing that people pick up the game and stuff? Super Akuma.
To demonstrate how broken Leroy was, let's travel
That's
back
his
in
name.
time to EVO Japan 2020. Leroy had only been in the game for a month, but the general consensus
Oh, he's got a dog with the chain?
was that he was the best character in the game. At this tournament, the top 3 players from the previous EVO Japan all lost and were eliminated by Leroy players before the top 8.
Dang.
Top 8 itself featured 6 Leroys, and when all was said and done, the eventual champion, Book, told players the secret to winning. Just pick Leroy. After the tournament, many top players voiced their displeasure
Sponsored by Cup of Noodles, by the way.
about the character, with one of the game's greatest players, Ni, revealing that out of the 960 participants at EVO Japan, around 80% of them were using Leroy, calling for the character to be banned.
Don't really
Instead,
see Leroy versus Leroy though.
Bandai Namco released an emergency patch specifically targeting Leroy.
They're like, okay, we'll release this overpowered, see if everyone plays them. see, and just watch them play it.
As a result, Leroy escaped the banhammer. Unfortunately, Fakamram was not so lucky, and he ended up getting banned from almost every tournament in one of the game's strongest regions, Pakistan. On top of his insane damage and great movement, especially for a character his size, Fakamram had
it's literally obliterate. It's kind of watching your character. It's kind of funny watching the guy just like take a L, bro. He's out. He's down and out right there for sure, dog.
be banned due to his janky hurtboxes, which allowed him to escape guaranteed combos and start his own counterattacks. It's hard to blame the community for banning him, especially since Fakamram was released right after Leroy. Having two game-breaking characters back-to-back is enough to completely ruin the fun of a game, and
Flying around, he can't do nothing, bro.
Fakamram was the last straw for the Pakistan
I like that character. He looks like a crime boss or something.
Tekken community. This leads us to the last reason a character might get banned in a fighting game, which is, sometimes it just feels like the right thing to do.
Finally, we get to Smash. It's the last thing I mentioned.
There's no objective metrics for what
Or not, I guess.
gets a character banned, and often it's up to the community to decide what version of the game they want to play. In games like Smash, there were calls for Meta Knight to be banned in Brawl, Bayonetta in Smash 4, and currently Steve in Smash Ultimate. And different communities from different regions have taken their own approaches.
I'm pretty sure next game that gets released, there's gonna be one character is banned.
Some tournaments banned Meta Knight, while others today are banning Steve or unbanning him depending on the event. Sometimes a middle ground can be reached, like for the case of Ice Climbers in Smash Melee, whose infinite technique known as wobbling has been banned, unbanned, and rebanned throughout the years. Regardless, with games being frequently patched and new characters releasing all the time, it's unlikely that we'll see too many characters in the future being banned from tournament play.
It's got LEDs and is like his LED punch, it looked like.
However, as we've seen with Dragon Ball FighterZ and Tekken, it's not impossible to get the balancing wrong, and sometimes a character ban is the kick in the pants a developer needs to rethink how they balance their game.
Ban him. Ban this character.
What are your thoughts on banned characters in fighting games? Are there any characters throughout history you think should have been banned but weren't? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. My name's Jonah. See you next time.
Excuse me. Alright.
This video is made possible thanks to our wonderful
Patrons for the win. Oh, that was a cool video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Let's read a few comments here. Would say you had a misconception about Pet Shop. He wasn't banned because he can fly, he's banned because of the early stuff you dismissed. And this is what most players agree on. Also, Pet Shop was banned because of his hitbox. I don't want to read it all. Sorry guys, I'm feeling a little tired. Yeah. But yeah, that'll be the video, guys. Wait, there's the one that's Minecraft Steve being an OP fighting game character is objectively hilarious. Alright guys, peace out everyone, later.